The Golden Girl is all over your box, baby. Had to pop up here and do this thing. Yes, on YouTube Live. They've been hating like crazy while I was on the gram, but it's all good. I'm here and I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's do this. I'm still talking about it. It's the naked truth. Golden Girl, you listen now. Celebrity, I'm feeling ready on legend. Go high with the baby, got it knocked down. Golden Girl, secret cities of Sunday. Oh my empire. The Black Barbie Babe. Listening to the Black Barbie Babe. Yes, the Golden Girl is all over your box, baby. And I'm here and I'm live right here on YouTube. That's right. And I want you to join me. So this is what we're going to do. I'm talking tonight about the Philly situation that really the streets is talking about. Like it came to me from others in the street. So I'm gonna get right down to it because I was on the gram trying to bring y'all this live and they wasn't letting the joint happen. So let me just say this. I got a call, I got a tag. People was tagging me all night long about this whole joint that this other guy in Philadelphia posted last night. It's a video. He's talking about Cosmic Kev. In that video, he mentions me. He mentions the Golden Girl. And he's talking about Kev and how Kev be hating on everybody in the city. And basically, in it, at the end of the day, you'll hear him say that, Golden Girl, you know that Cosmic Kev was the one that got you up out of there. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm listening to to him talking and everything. And I'm like, I don't know shit, but I'm listening to what you say. You understand? And I am going to let you guys hear for yourself. So listen, let me just say this to y'all. First things and foremost, this is somebody else's version of what is going on with them. My version of what I want to tell or what I need to tell. Like, I don't need no help or no assistance from nobody else to tell y'all how these niggas been hating on me forever. That ain't even a question. But the fact of all of this Philly rappers that I know for a fact for years, different ones, like new generations of rappers from back in the day, like it's just a whole long list of very talented people in Philadelphia, rappers, singers, R&B and the likes, that have been trying to get on and trying to get this and trying to do that and been getting blocked, like straight blocked. So I want y'all to hear this particular audio, all right, from this guy. He is he's a promoter, not a producer. He's a promoter in Philly, does parties and what have you. And I did do parties with this guy back in the day. And so I can speak to it and say, because I don't co-sign what nobody else says. I got my own naked truth that I talk about. But I can tell you that in this particular clip, what he's talking about, all of this stuff that he's saying about the parties and this and that stuff is definitely fact. What he said about Kev maybe possibly being responsible, he was responsible for getting me and other people up out of there. That's the part that I can't say is for a fact that that he could tell me this is specifically what was said or what was done or whatever. Like, it doesn't get that deep. But what does get deep is the fact that I do know a whole bunch of stuff and a whole bunch of hate that been going on, like from the day that I ever arrived there. And yeah, I'm gonna speak to that shit. This is the conversation that they never wanted me to have. Like, seriously, they don't want me to have it. That's why I keep getting blocked on the gram, because they know I'm gonna give you the naked truth. That's what I do.
Golden Girls got the naked truth. Yes. No fake tea over here. Believe that. Baby. Just the naked truth.
And in this naked truth, I got this guy, Big Reed, the promoter from Philly, and well, this is what he has to say.
A couple niggas hit me up. Oh, Reed, you going in again, man? What's going on with you and Cosmic Kev? I said, ain't a motherfucking thing going on with me and Cosmic Kev. I said, I was just explaining to somebody else, how the city is all fucked up and how the city used to be and some of the culprits that helped fuck the city up. Lying on people, being jealous and hateful on people. And I said, had he never said the shit that he said about me to them outside promoters, that I put him on. And then gonna tell them, oh, you don't need Reed to do the street work. I got somebody else. Had he never did that, I wouldn't have never thought twice about him. Because every time I dealt with that nigga, I was paying him. He never spent no money with me. So my thing be, you just got to look at the city of Philadelphia. Some of us that may have just came off the step the last 5, 10 years, you wouldn't understand. But those of us that's been around 20, 30 years ago, ask them how the party scene used to be. Ask them 10, 15 years ago who had the #1 show on Power 99. It wasn't the Fuck Him. It was the Hot Boys. It was fucking Uncle O, Pooch Man, and Mikey Dread. They had the hottest fucking show on the East Coast. And on the late night tip, they had Golden Girl. When that fucking clown was on the air, nobody listened to him unless he had the come up show. Facts. But when I came home and started flatfoot hustling during them fucking high school parties and all that, they never seen a motherfucker promote like I promoted. And I was doing it like a lone wolf. I was putting up so many fucking posters throughout the city. L&I and them didn't even want to fuck with me. They was like, man, when the party is over, Big Reed, just go around and take them down. Ask Bobby Dance. I had one of the biggest high school parties the city ever seen. Over 10,000 kids at that fucking Broad Street Y that couldn't get in. Ask Bert Lawson that was running that Broad Street Y. Ask Brother Akbar that had security out there. It's a couple people their hands is all over the destruction of Philadelphia. That's still hanging around, lurking around, acting like they somebody's fucking savior. But they helped destroy Philadelphia. Philadelphia used to be hotter than Atlanta and Miami combined. Niggas was flying from all over the world to party in Philly. Factual. Nobody wasn't thinking about going to fuck the cornball ass, geechee talking, fucking hillbilly, pork rib eating niggas and greasy motherfuckers in Miami and Atlanta. They were still wearing Jerry curls and fucking overalls. Everybody was coming to Philly. And I mean everybody. Ask Golden Girl. Ask Uncle O. Somebody track down Pooch Man. They know who got them out of them positions. Who was hating. Pooch Man and them had the boy Bootleggy. Remember him? Bootleggy. That was a funny fucking set. Golden Girl had the late night jailhouse call. Niggas was calling from jail on fucking hot phones. Talking to Golden Girl, bitches. Oh, I want my boyfriend on C Block to know that I'm waiting. Oh, that shit was all that. The city was popping. Man, it's just fucked up because, I think about Kwame Brown and how he just exposing and talking greasy about them fucking niggas in the NBA. And it just makes me think of how a beautiful money-getting city like Philly has deteriorated and damn near turned into a bunch of black hillbillies and cornballs. Y'all know I'm not lying. Y'all remember when Daryl Schuler knocked him the fuck out down at the club, down on 8th Street? When fucking Beans went up to the station and beat him the fuck up? Taking all them young rappers' money, these niggas hugging the block, selling more dope than the law allowed to try to get a record deal. He take their money, play their records 2 times, and then tell the people of New York, oh, no, man, don't fuck with them. They ain't no good. Man, get the fuck out of here. And that's the niggas y'all look up to? Every summer, Power 99, Peace in the Street. Listen to their playlist. All they talk about is murder and mayhem. I don't even know how they had the audacity to talk about peace in the streets. Listen to their playlist. But ain't nobody up at Power 99 fucking marching and protesting. Y'all just got to peep what's going on. The same people that claim they love you is the people that's trying to destroy you. You, your family, and everything about you. Y'all just have to be mindful. See, by the grace of God, I never needed these fucking faggots for nothing. And I'll starve first before I ask these niggas for anything. That's why I say the shit I say. Because they can't censor Big Reed. A lot of these niggas should have been passed away in the graveyard years ago. Rotten motherfuckers. They fucked the city up, and they along with the agenda that's trying to kill damn near mostly all of us in Philadelphia. But y'all don't get it because y'all want to be liked and y'all want to be a part of something that clearly don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all just have to pay attention, yo. So when I say the shit I say, my shit can be substantiated. Somebody track down Golden Girl. Somebody track down Uncle O. They know that the mole up inside that radio station that got all of them kicked off the air and out of a job. Man, fuck that nigga. And with that said, truly, may the force be with y'all.
All right, listen.
You know, a couple niggas hit me up. Oh, Reed, you going in again, man. What's going on with you and Cosmic Kev? I said, ain't a motherfucking thing going on with me and Cosmic Kev. I said, I was just explaining to somebody else, you know, how the city is all fucked up and how the city used to be and some of the culprits that helped fuck the city up. You know, lying on people, being jealous and hateful on people. And I said, had he never said the shit that he said about me to them outside promoters that I put him on, and they're going to tell them, oh, you don't need Reed to do the street work. I got somebody else. Had he never did that, I wouldn't have never thought twice about him. Because every time I dealt with that nigga, I was paying him. He never spent no money with me. So my thing be, you know, you just got to look at the city of Philadelphia. Some of us that may have just came off the step the last 5-10 years, you wouldn't understand. But those of us that's been around 20-30 years ago, ask them how the party scene used to be. Ask them 10-15 years ago who had the #1 show on Power 99. It wasn't the fuck him. It was the Hot Boys. It was fucking Uncle O, Pooch Man, and Mikey Dread. They had the hottest fucking show on the East Coast. And on the late night tip, they had Golden Girl. When that fucking clown was on the air, nobody listened to him unless he had the come up show. Facts. But when I came home and started flatfoot hustling during them fucking high school parties and all that, they never seen a motherfucker promote like I promoted. And I was doing it like a lone wolf. I was putting up so many fucking posters throughout the city. L&I and them didn't even want to fuck with me. They was like, man, when the party is over, Big Reed, just go around and take them down. Ask Bobby Dance. I had one of the biggest high school parties the city ever seen. Over 10,000 kids at that fucking Broad Street Y that couldn't get in. Ask Bert Lawson that was running that Broad Street Y. Ask Brother Akbar that had security out there. You know, it's a couple people their hands is all over the destruction of Philadelphia. That's still hanging around, lurking around, acting like they somebody's fucking savior. But they helped destroy Philadelphia. Philadelphia used to be hotter than Atlanta and Miami combined. Niggas was flying from all over the world to party in Philly. Factual. Nobody wasn't thinking about going to fuck the cornball ass, Geechee talking, fucking hillbilly, pork rib eating niggas and greasy motherfuckers in Miami and Atlanta, they were still wearing Jerry curls and fucking overalls. Everybody was coming to Philly. And I mean everybody. Ask Golden Girl. Ask Uncle O. Somebody track down Pooch Man. They know who got them out of them positions. Who was hating. Pooch Man and them had the boy Bootleggy. Remember him? Bootleggy. That was a funny fucking set. Golden Girl had the late night jailhouse call. Niggas was calling from jail on fucking hot phones, talking to Golden Girl bitches. Oh, I want my boyfriend on C Block to know that I'm waiting. Oh, that shit was all that. The city was popping. Man, it's just fucked up because, I think about Kwame Brown and how he just exposing and talking greasy about them fucking niggas in the NBA. And it just makes me think of how a beautiful money-getting city like Philly has deteriorated and damn near turned into a bunch of black hillbillies and cornballs. Y'all know I'm not lying. Y'all remember when Daryl Schuler knocked him the fuck out down at the club, down on 8th Street? When fucking Beans went up to the station and beat him the fuck up? Taking all them young rappers' money, these niggas hugging the block, selling more dope than the law allowed to try to get a record deal. He'd take their money, play their records 2 times, and then tell the people of New York, oh, no, man, don't fuck with them. They ain't no good. Man, get the fuck out of here. And that's the niggas y'all look up to? Every summer, Power 99, Peace in the Street. Listen to their playlist. All they talk about is murder and mayhem. I don't even know how they had the audacity to talk about peace in the streets. Listen to their playlist. But ain't nobody up at Power 99 fucking marching and protesting. Y'all just got to peep what's going on. The same people that claim they love you is the people that's trying to destroy you. You, your family, and everything about you. Y'all just have to be mindful. See, by the grace of God, I never needed these fucking faggots for nothing. And I'll starve first before I ask these niggas for anything. That's why I say the shit I say. Because they can't censor Big Reed. A lot of these niggas should have been passed away in the graveyard years ago. Shit. Rotten motherfuckers. They fucked the city up, and they along with the agenda that's trying to kill damn near mostly all of us in Philadelphia. But y'all don't get it because y'all want to be liked and y'all want to be a part of something that clearly don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all just have to pay attention, yo. So when I say the shit I say, my shit can be substantiated. Somebody track down Golden Girl. Somebody track down Uncle O. They know that the mole up inside that radio station that got all of them kicked off the air and out of a job. Man, fuck that nigga. And with that said, truly, may the force be with y'all.
All right, so listen, if you just did tune in, I was playing a clip from Big Reed, the promoter in Philly. And that's what he had to say, about the way he felt about Kev and different things or whatever you heard him say. That's his story. You know what I mean? That doesn't have any credence. Like, it doesn't, because he said it, everything that he was saying on that joint, I'm going to co-sign it. It was facts. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, no, I don't know. No, fuck that. Everything he said on that joint was facts. The only thing I'm not sure about is the part where he said, y'all, and when I say that, you know how, like, I deal with the naked truth. So I would like to be able to give you, source and everything of exactly how. But on that note, like when he said the part about, Kev was the reason why, he was the reason why he helped to get Golden Girl and the highway. He was talking about Pooch Man up out of there at 99. And like, I can't necessarily co-sign that and be like, oh yeah, I know this for a fact. Like, this nigga did this nigga did that. I can't do that. So I'm not going to. That's not what I would do. what I'm going to tell you is that the rest of the shit and everything he said on there was fact. Is there a great possibility that that shit was true too? Yeah. All of the above. Was that more than likely a lot of this shit that was going down? Yes. Did it have a lot of shit to do with it? Yes. Do I have facts, proof, and all that, like signed paperwork? No, I don't. So this is the part where I tell you the shit and then you figure it out yourself. Now, what he said was, you know, a lot of shit he said, but let's go to the part where he said about Cosmic Kev. I'm talking about Cosmic Kev and the power that he has over the city and the rappers that are there. And then behind the scenes, apparently there's an element where he has some power too to do some shit that has affected a lot of us. So let's just say this. First things first, let's just go to the rappers, because like the rappers in the city, there's a lot more rappers that would be on, not just rappers, singers as well, R&B, different people that would be on. Like I say, everything is God's plan. So we can't say that this person would have did this would have happened. But what we can say is we know for a fact that this nigga been blocking people for years. Like he been blocking people and stopping deals, hating on people and everything. And it's not just the underground people. Like people were underground before they got on, like Meek Mills, for instance. Let's just take Meek. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gonna maybe get a chance to see or talk to Meek and ask him this question. But shit, DM him, post it up, ask him. Ask anybody else that really know in the industry like me. Was Kev hating on Meek before Meek got on? Yes. Did he not want to play Meek shit? Yes. Was he not fucking with Meek Mills? Yes. He was not messing with Meek Mills, no matter how hot Meek was on the streets. All right. Meek was grimy. Meek was from North. And he wasn't really fucking with it. Like for whatever his reasons was, I can't speak to it. But I do know he was not messing with it. And everybody was like, yo, Meek is hot. He about to blow. He got the city on. He like the next thing. He like the next little beans. Like all this shit they were saying at the time. You got to take it back. And like at the end of the day, nah, Kev wasn't fucking with him. Kev didn't fuck with Meek until Meek got with Charlie Mack. All right, understand this shit. Charlie Mack had to bring Meek to the table again once he was working with Meek. And then, of course, once Charlie involved in it, then all shit happens. You know what I'm saying? It all, oh, yeah, Charlie, yo, you know, it's real. You going to do that shit. Like, he going to do that shit for Charlie Mack. But Meek is the same talented nigga that he was before he got with Charlie Mack, that he wasn't messing with. So let me just tell you about how shit do be and the hate is real. So one night, this is when Meek was with Charlie, but he was in between. Let me see. I don't know. It could have been right before he got signed or whatever the case. I don't know, because right before Meek got signed, we was all out here in LA. This was when I was still in Philly. But we all had came out here to LA for one of the award shows. And this was during the time, yeah, this was before Meek got signed, matter of fact, because at that particular show, we was all going to a mansion party, not together or whatever. It was a mansion party somebody out here was having. Meek was coming to the party. Charlie was coming to the party. I was going to the party or whatever. T.I. was at the party. And this was during the time when T.I. was trying to sign Meek Mills. It didn't happen because T.I. got locked up. Right when he was supposed to have been signing Meek, if you remember, like if you don't, I'm here to tell you about it. That was the shit. Meek came out here to LA for the meeting. The meeting took place. It was supposed to go down. And then like within days, T.I. got locked up. So that shit didn't happen. So Meek was still without a deal. You know what I'm saying? And Kev was in the middle of the shit all the time beforehand. It was a lot of people that was trying to get with Meek and put Meek on. And because Kev didn't have a piece in it, he wasn't getting a piece of the cut of the pie. He wasn't trying to let that shit happen. That's the reality of the shit. That's the reality of it. All right. So one night, Meek came up to the station. Matter of fact, I don't know if it was before he was with Charlie, and I don't even know because Meek came up to the station a million times. But at this point, this is when Meek still had braids. All right. That's how early it was. So Meek, I'm in the other studio doing commercials and shit. And like, you know, I never draw on nobody. Meek was just getting on and everything. And he wanted to get on my show. And I was like, you know, I got to put you, you know, I got to fit you in, you know, I got to squeeze you in here, whatever. So he was like, oh, girl, you ain't never let me get on, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, Meek, I'm putting you on this joint and shit. I just got people lined up. So I was like, I'm going to put you in here. He came in the other studio. He's like, I got something for you. I'm going to spit something for you. I was like, all right, let's go. So he started spitting. Now, I didn't know that Kev was recording from the other studio because you can. You know what I mean? Kev was recording from the other studio. I wasn't recording it. I ain't know really what Meek was going to say. But he started spitting some fire and shit in the joint that he was spitting. He included my name in it. He was talking Golden Girl, held me down when I was locked down, whatever the shit was, all the shit he was spitting in the joint. I'm like, yo, that shit was hot. The next, like, I don't even know. It wasn't even like the next week. It was just, I didn't think about it anymore until like one day somebody was just talking about this freestyle that Meek did that was so, it was just fire. And they was like, yeah, pull that shit up on the joint. When they pulled it up, I was like, oh, that's the freestyle Meek did for me. Like, he did that joint for me right while we was at the station. It was crazy. He came in the other studios. So I listened to it. And I listened to it again. And I'm like, well, where the fuck is the bars at where Meek was talking about me? This corny ass nigga, Cosmic Kev, cut the whole fucking joint out. He cut out all the whole bars that fuck whatever Meek said about me in the whole rap. Like, that's the type of corny hate and shit. And I just like, for me, not for nothing, that type of shit, I just was like, oh, okay. You know, I tuck it to the side. Oh, this nigga's a hater, a cold hater, and you just know shit and you keep moving because I know that nothing that this nigga does affects anything that I do. Now, we talking about him hating on Philly rappers and all that shit and making niggas pay up and all this. Like, this what the bull was saying. You know what I mean? Big Reed, shout out to Big Reed, he on here now. He was saying, you know, this nigga been making niggas pay up and this, that, and the third. And the reality is everybody know that that nigga been on that payola, payola shit forever. You know what I'm saying? All these people that have been paying this nigga for years and years and years and years and years. This nigga done bought house after house after house after house, all off of this fucking payola money. And out of all the people that then came up there, who really got on? You know, I heard on the joint, Big Reed said that when niggas come up there to the station and then Kev, wait a minute, then Kev, you know, they try to go up to New York or they call up there or whatever the case, then Kev be hating on them like, no, don't fuck with them. And that shit can definitely be real either way. And I'm going to say this because one of the artists that I had on my Gold Mine label, this was just a couple years ago. But nonetheless, we went up to it wasn't Sway Show first. What's the boy name? What the fuck? I can't even think of his name. What's his name, baby DJ? Shout outs to Miss Berry on here. Oh my God, they is hating crazy. That shit is all right. See, that's why they hating on there. They clipped the live, but I still got this shit going on the YouTube because I want to make sure that everybody can come here and still hear what I had to say, regardless of whether or not it was on that live. Y'all gonna hear this shit, all right? And like I said, they hate and they cutting my shit off on Instagram. They reporting this shit. That's what it is. The bottom line is it's been a bunch of hate. And the shit ain't A, B, or C. It's A, B, C, D, E, F fucking through Z. All these young boys, all these niggas that been trying to get on, all these rappers, all these singers, all these managers and different people that been putting up their money and shit. And, you know what I mean, putting everything they got into their music and trying to do this and trying to get shit right. And then you got a nigga that even if you are talented, they really not trying to, you know what I mean, not trying to do anything. Play your shit 2 times. That shit ain't gonna do nothing for nobody. I would never take nobody money. You understand? And first of all, I ain't never been into that payola and plugola shit. If I like you and I think you're talented, I'm gonna help you try to do what you can do. That's just how I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real person and shit. I try to help people genuinely. But that's how, you know, niggas use what they got to get their money or whatever the case. This is what he been doing for years. He been charging niggas up. And out of the niggas he been charging up, who did he really get put on? Who did this nigga help get on? I mean, Beans and them got on with Jay and them. He didn't facilitate that shit. Cassidy got on. He didn't facilitate that shit. Freeway, the Young Guns, whoever, you name it. This nigga ain't facilitate nobody getting on in Philly for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? It's just when niggas got on, and it's, oh, okay, yeah, cool. You can come up. You can get on now. Nigga, when I was trying to get on before, I'm talking about Cosmic Kev and how you shit on the Philly rappers. And if you on this joint right now, you can post your comment right here. Yes, I'm here. And I'm talking about this nigga. And I'm talking about the way that all of these different people in the city have suffered and not been able to get to where they wanted to go because they think that their only option has been him. I'm going to say this to y'all straight up. This what y'all, this what y'all need to do. Y'all need to work that internet and y'all need to stop relying on that nigga and thinking that he is your only way. He is not going to do it for you. The nigga is not going to put nobody on. And the niggas that came close to getting on, if he didn't have anything to do with the deal, if he couldn't put you on and get a cut in that shit, he blocked that shit. Yes, he is respected in the industry as far as motherfuckers will call him and ask him what you think about this person in Philly. And that's when he get his chance to shit on niggas. A, B, C, or D. So, yeah. Somebody on here, Ralph Lauren, said that's why we like Diamond Cuts, because she doesn't charge people and to put people on like Uzi. Like, take that, for instance, right there. Whole shit with Uzi. He wasn't fucking with Uzi at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wouldn't put Uzi on. It's not what he do. He ain't helping nobody get on. But Uzi got on. He went and did his shit without Kev. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, don't wait for that nigga to help you get your shit on, because it ain't going to happen. He going to take your fucking money. He going to fucking scam the shit out of you. Play your shit once or twice. Hey, you up at the radio station ready to bust his head because he didn't do some shit. You know how many niggas, it ain't just like Beanie Siegel. He fucked the nigga up. Like, everybody know it's not a secret. Like, Beans fucked the boy up. Because why? It's not just because he was hating. It's because this nigga was hating and stealing. Yes, Beans did the mixtape. You know, the Cosmic Kev was hosting it. Beans did the mixtape. That motherfucking mixtape sold ridiculous. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of copies. Kev stole the fucking money. Beans went to jail. Kev stole the money. Beans came out and beat this motherfucker the fuck up. Yes, the fuck he did. Came to the radio station. Okay? Came to Power 99 and beat the shit out of Kev and broke his fucking leg. Yeah, Siegel. Yeah, fucking shout outs to Beanie Siegel. I'm just gonna be the one to tell the shit. It is what it is. That shit been happening. Everybody knows it's not no motherfucking shit that I would never do nothing but tell you the naked truth. So, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no shit I need somebody else to co-sign for me. I'm telling you what the fuck happened. Just like the Bull Big Reed was saying, that shit is real. Yeah, but niggas be cool after the fact. Yeah, Beans, blah, blah, blah. But if a motherfucker broke your leg, damn well you ain't got no real love for a nigga that broke your fucking leg. The whole city know about it. Maybe you ain't know about it. Maybe she ain't know about it. But I'm saying, like, industry niggas, and they try to keep that shit quiet. But he ain't the only nigga that had to smack him up. A lot of niggas went to smack him up. A lot of niggas strong arm like, yo, nigga, what? And then let's just go, for instance, like back in the time, I remember when Diaz had to smack him up. Yes, Diaz had to smack him the fuck up too. So now that I get to that part of it, it brings me around to this. All right. I was doing the time in the moment in the time when I left 99, I was doing the Saturday Night Live broadcast with Daryl Schiller down there at the club at A Street, all right? The A Street Lounge, all right? Yeah. And we was doing it, and the shit was popping. And let me just explain to you how DS Ben already had smacked the shit out of Kev and beat him the fuck up long before that. You know what I'm saying? But shit be lingering, like I said, if a nigga beat you up or fucked you up or some shit like that, you ain't gonna never have no, like you gonna always have that hatred in your heart for this nigga. So at the end of the day, me and DS was doing them parties and shit. We was getting that shit for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And so niggas was mad. Like, Kev been wanted to do the live broadcast and all that shit. We like, yeah, no. And when I was doing the parties and shit that I was doing, like, DS and them be asking me, like, who I want to DJ with me. And I be pulling in DJs and different people that I want to work with that I know is hungry and that's really going to pop the party and all that shit. So, yeah, niggas was mad. So if someone was to say, did this nigga have anything to do with it? And I had to think about the fact that if he did have anything to do with it, well, shit, he would be getting me and DS all in one shot, because when I left, the broadcast stopped and everything. So that's like Golden Girl and DS all up in one fucking shot, right? Could be. Now, so I'm saying because now I'm gonna just take it all the way back. Like she made the mention about Diamond Cuts. Shout out to Diamond Cuts. Mad love to Diamond Cuts. Like Kev will sit back and you can ask Diamond Cuts, she will tell you herself. Kev will sit back and he will act like he brought Diamond Cuts to the, to the station, like he put her on and that is a fucking lie. He did nothing of the sort. He didn't even want to fuck with Diamond Cuts. No, you know why? Because I brought Diamond Cuts to the table. I brought Diamond Cuts to the table to get on the morning show. I wanted Diamond Cuts to be on the morning show. She and my son are both DJs. They were supposed to have been doing a mixtape together from the time, literally, once we got to Philadelphia. You understand? Like, I'm going to take y'all back for a second. And this is the way it goes. When I came to Philadelphia, all right, before I got to Philly, I was at another radio station. And Kobe Kolb heard me at this radio station while he was traveling through the city. Me and my son, the baby DJ, we both were on at the station. We did our own show called the Saturday Morning Kids Corner. And now my grandkids do that same show 20 years later, all right, on YouTube. But we do that show, and we did that show then. It was the first mother and son show in the country. Billboard #1, all that shit. So when I came to Philadelphia, I already had built my name, everything, and my son already had established himself as a kid prodigy DJ. So when he got there, he was only 9. He had already been on the radio since he was 7. You understand? In his own show, mix show. All right. So when he came to Philadelphia, when we both came there, I had choices to make. Power 99 or some other shit. And I chose to come back home to Philly to Power 99. You understand? Because it's my hometown. But when I got there, my son got there, I came there because they said that we both would be able to do the Saturday Morning Kids Corner show that I was doing when they heard me on. So I'm like, all right, cool. Well, if we can do this shit, then this makes the difference. All right, I'll be willing to leave the situation that I'm already in where me and my son are on together and I do my own show. So that's what I did. I decided, they agreed, yeah, we'll put you and baby DJ on and so forth and so on, all this shit. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this sounds good. I got to Philly. They put me and baby DJ on. I was on. Baby DJ was on with me on Saturdays for the first few weeks. And after baby DJ got there, and everybody's like, oh my God, like this little kid, he DJ like that. Like, first of all the promoters, including Big Reed, Bobby Dance, DS, whoever, you name it, whoever you can think about. Promoters in Philly and all outside of Philly, all across the East Coast and everywhere else was coming, and they was requesting me to do their events, their parties, their every fucking thing. Somebody said, what happened to IG Live? They keep reporting my shit. So they keep cutting it. Like, at the end of the day, I've been on IG Live like 4 times. They keep cutting my shit. They reporting it. When you start talking the shit that I'm talking, it's the naked truth. Niggas is trying to shut up what you saying. So I'm letting y'all know right now, at the end of the day, like I was saying, that's just to let you know, King Dave, what happened to the live or the IG. All right. It's just to let y'all know, when we got there to Philadelphia, like, my son did the show with me. Like I said, he was 9 years old. We did the shit a couple of Saturdays, and then the hate started. Not only did all the promoters call me to do their adult parties, everybody called me for my son to DJ the kid parties. Bobby Dan. So in a moment's notice, everybody that was getting money or whatever the fuck they was doing before I got there, everybody's shit was being compromised because everybody was calling for Golden Girl to do their events and my son. All right. So yeah, this nigga was hating. Oh yeah, he was hating. My son DJ better than DJ Cosmic Kev. My son been a better DJ than Cosmic Kev when he was 7 years old. Real rap. He been taught from the best. You understand? Like, my son been taught from the best DJs in the country. So his lessons and shit, he rap now, but he a DJ at heart first, and no matter what he do, that's what he do. You understand? So Kev hated that shit on a little kid. He was hating. Yes, the fuck, he was hating. You know what I'm saying? This little nigga get money, his mom getting money, everybody getting this money, and I wasn't taking Kev with me. Any teen parties I was doing, I was having my son with me. Any adult parties I was doing, I was bringing in other DJs. Because to be quite frank, I'm a DJ firsthand. All right, that's what like firsthand. That's what I DJ on. That's how I taught my son to DJ, and then sent him to the best in the world to make sure that he would be able to, like, he 1200 DJ. All right. And so I take DJing serious. And so as far as I'm concerned, like, Kev is garbage on a DJ tip. He always been garbage. So I'm just saying, like, I would never be like, oh yeah, come on and we gonna do this. No, like, no. Like, if I'm in a situation and somebody booked us both, we gonna rock this shit together. But if I had a choice to choose who I want, I'm gonna choose a DJ that I know is gonna rock this shit, that wanna work, that, you know what I'm saying, that whatever. So yeah, I got all these parties. You got Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. Golden Girl doing all the parties at all the clubs in the city. My son doing dances. All right. He doing the fucking Elmwood skating ring. He got all the teen clubs and whatever Big Reed got or whoever the hell else got. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, we got the whole shit sold up. We come here with all of these accolades on our own. We Billboard #1, the whole 9 yards. And then like a month or so into the shit, all of a sudden, they was like, we can't continue right now to put baby DJ on because of the child work laws and this and that and on and so forth. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, we made an agreement before I came here that this was going to happen. Y'all should have checked all that shit before, because I have options to come here or to go wherever else that was on the table for me at the time. Like, are you serious? So yeah, they were serious as shit. Oh, well, we can put them on the mix show weekends until we get everything straightened out. And in the meantime, you'll need to talk with Coca Lonnie in order to schedule baby DJ on the Saturdays. Of course, this bitch was a hater. So it just became, I'm going to schedule them next week, the next week, the next week, the next week, the next week. Just hate. Kev hating, Coca hating, put that shit all together. They was working together. I think she was like music assistant director. He was assistant music, whatever the fuck they was working together and shit. Like, what y'all understand is that whatever you think Kev is charging niggas in Philly on a rap tip, on a music tip, trying to, you know what I'm saying, break niggas down and still ain't making nobody, putting nobody on, just taking a fucking money. Like, that's one level of it. That don't got nothing to do with the level of the shit that happened with the record companies. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga, yeah, like the record companies and shit, you can't imagine. Yeah, you be like, well, wait a minute, they got to play music anyway on the station. Yes, they do. But the amount of spins that they're going to get is going to be contingent upon the music director that's scheduling the shit. At the end of the day, and if you the person in charge of scheduling this shit, then you can slip in whatever you want and you can spend that shit and do this and do that and get that fucking money. And give everybody else your ass to kiss on the other end, real talent and shit that come from the city. So that's what's been going on. All right. The guy King Dave wants to know, he said, glad to hear your voice, the city missing you. I miss the city too. And the thing is I live in Hollywood and I've been living out here for a long time. And although I'm gonna keep my ear to the streets with Philly, always show love, give back. I'm coming back this summer to do some things in the city to try to help out. The reality is that I made up my mind when I left Power 99 that I would leave #1, and that's what I would stay. And that is where my legend will stay, right there. Nobody can top what I did at Power 99. They never will. And I can genuinely say that. I got a 41 share in the ratings. They have never done that. And it's not like I got it one time. It's like my ratings stayed between 30 and 41 shares. That shit is unheard of. Matter of fact, not 99, literally. I can tell you right now, if you can find one personality on any station across the country, anywhere, that can grab a 41 share, I swear to God, I'll give you $1,000 right now. Any fucking body, anywhere, any station, anybody that ever grab, like in this day and time right now, that even still, if they could grab this shit, you understand? They can't touch it. So it is what it is. And so these niggas is mad and they've been hating. And since then, I looked at the ratings just the other day. Power 99 is not even in the top 10 radio stations in Philly anymore. They only was in the top, like they stayed in the top 3. Number 1 as far as urban station, maybe number 2 under KYW back at that time, but always number 1 urban. Right now, they not even in top 10. They like number 13 or 14 in Philly. Don't let them fool you by saying we Philly's number 1. That is bullshit. So don't let that nigga take your money like that, acting like he got some means to put you on and he gonna help you get on. You know, you get these couple of spins and you gonna win. No, keep your fucking money, invest your shit in yourself, build your shit on the internet or whatever you need to do, because that ain't gonna work for you. Now that I said that shit, and now that I let y'all know how that shit went down, that was his story. You know what I mean? That was the story that Big Reed was telling about it. But my shit with Kevin and hating on my son and all that shit was from day one. You know what I'm saying? That shit was from day one. I'm talking about it now because it came up in a situation and we in a time now where this is what people do. And I don't do what other people do. When I say this is what people do, they don't allow you to get away with shit that you've done to them. And that is what the dude who, you know, the guy who put the shit out there is like, no, I'm not keeping this shit in. I'm telling what this nigga been doing.
Golden Girls got the naked truth. No fake tea over here. Believe that. Baby. Just the naked truth.
You already know, like, I never have nothing but the naked truth. So I can sit here and say this shit and I don't give a fuck who get mad, who what. They like lucky, like I ain't really even talking about nobody. I ain't even really saying shit. I'm just stating facts, co-signing the situation. It's a bunch of rappers in Philly and shit that, you know what I'm saying, ain't gonna get on because they fucking waiting on this nigga. And they think that this is the nigga and the way to go. And I'm trying to tell y'all that he ain't the way to go. Y'all need to stop supporting that nigga. And so when I say stop supporting him, stop spending your fucking money. Like, don't spend your money with that nigga. You know what I mean? No, don't contribute to that shit anymore. No, spend that same $5,000 you paying that shit with him. Spend that shit, invest that shit on your own online shit. I guarantee you'll get more of a comeback than you will by that shit. By people hearing your shit one time, spin around, they didn't forgot about the shit. 10 seconds later, they don't remember the shit. He don't never mention this shit no more. Yes, that shit right there. All right, shout outs to Mary, Robbie, Lantigua. What's up? What's up? All right, shout outs to all of y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. I just wanted to say that this is the naked truth. I had to come on the YouTube live because I clearly can see that they ain't gonna let this shit happen the way it need to happen on IG. Like, they just be hating and shit because people can report you right in the moment, get you clipped, all that shit. Every time I said some shit about Cosmic Kev, whatever I was saying, the shit was just cut and getting clipped. So yeah, we right here, and this is it, the naked truth. And I'm not going, yeah, I am. Actually, I'm going to be talking about some other shit. And I was talking about the hating with the bitch Kokalani, like her too. Like I'm keeping it all the way funky, like 100%. Her, it was a lot of motherfuckers up there just was haters, like whole haters. When you present the personality that I do, and it's only one golden girl, that's what you get. You get a bunch of motherfucking male and females hating. This shit is crazy.
Golden girl, I'd like to go there. You heard me?
Hey, you know this much. Oh, wait, hold up. 50?
Would you do Vivica again?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. No?
I just fast it, please.
Okay. Was it good sex?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold up. All right, damn. I just went to hit the John, and next thing you know, the 50 interview pop. Boop. All right, but I wasn't doing 50 tonight. We'll do 50 on another night. But yes, y'all, I'm just letting you know the hate definitely be real. And that's why a nigga would get punched in the face like he did from Diaz, from Beanie Siegel, from whoever the fuck else. I remember one time, because there's so many rappers and shit that was trying to get on that went off on a nigga. Cicero, he went off on a nigga. I remember one time he was hating on Bugsy and them when they had they shit out. They was supposed to play. I remember he was hating on the takedown shit. I remember they was like, what, nigga? Like, you ain't gonna be hating on our shit. Is you crazy? All right, so anyway, yeah, all that shit what's happening. And it's real crazy. Like we definitely, the boy said we is in two different lanes. Why he hate on you? Because it don't matter. Like I had every lane. I just explained that shit. Not only was, see, when people went right now, look at the situation. I'm not in Philly. And I don't necessarily hear anything about Power 99. Because Power 99 ain't doing shit that nobody talking about. To be honest with you, if they was really doing some shit, I wouldn't have to ask anybody about it. I just hear about it. But nobody's talking about it because ain't nothing going on. That's the reality of it. I ask people, well, anybody new on 99? Like, I don't know on 99. Like, a person might be like, I listen to Diamond Cuts. I know she's still on. But motherfuckers be like, they don't know who the fuck on. Yeah, Kev, him. But who listens to Kev for anything but to see if somebody else they know is on the song gonna get played? Kev is not entertaining. He's not saying anything that's going to entertain you. He's the most fucking boring nigga on the radio, trying to be someone that he's not. So when you ask me why would he hate, because there's only one Golden Girl and my shit is popping. I ain't even got to be on Power 99. See, like you here right now, you could be listening to him, but you're not. You're here. So it's levels to this shit. You understand? And my level is the lane on my own where I do what I do and nobody can compete with the shit that I do. I carry the weight of the station. That's why. That's why a motherfucker would hate, because niggas call me directly. I have relationships with people. I don't fucking play these political games with people and music and all that type of shit. No, I'm just a real person. I keep it real. If I can help you, I can help you. If I can't, I can't. You know what I'm saying? But my job is way bigger than just to help people get they shit on the air. My job is within. It's to help people, and that's from the heart. It's nothing that Power 99 could do about what I want to do for my community. All of this shit and most of the shit that you heard me do, Power 99 did nothing. They had nothing to do with it. These are my programs. 28 schools in 28 days. That's Golden Girl shit. That's why nobody's doing that at Power 99, because they can't. That's my shit. When I took prison tours, Golden Girl doing the prison tours and going all up on State Road and speaking to the prisoners all everywhere. From State Road, CSCF, the greatest for to wherever the fuck jails and prisons was at the time, switched the names, all this, that, and the third. They ain't had nothing to do with that shit. That's Golden Girl shit. So yeah, like when you in a lane where I'm at, where my mind is here, and this is what I do, and motherfuckers know they can't catch you, can't think like, no, yeah, I got the naked truth. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't hate on nobody. This is what I'm telling you is facts. This is a story about people hating on me and on other people in Philadelphia, all for the gain of self and to get out of the city, cash money and shit. And like the guy had said this earlier. Like there's a lot of niggas that's out there struggling, and this is what the boy said, Big Reed, the promoter. There's a lot of niggas that's out there struggling and hustling and hugging the block and everything to scrape up that change, to go to the station and get that fucking song played. And for that shit right there, nigga, what? Yes. Oh, but then the other thing is, if you want to talk about lanes, like I was explaining, my son is a DJ. When he got to Power 99, you might not remember, you might not know. But when my son got to Power 99 with me, the day I started at Power 99 officially, my son was with me on the air. We did Saturdays, the Saturday morning kids corner. We did it for like a month at the station. And then they pulled this shit. But they brought me to Philadelphia with the whole promise that me and my son was going to be able to continue the show that we'd already been doing for 2 years at another station in another state. So my son Ben was already a child prodigy from way the fuck before we even came to Philly. So yeah, this nigga was hating. We come in the door. My son, I command money for my son. My son was getting more money DJing than Cosmic Kev could think about. Yes. I got my 7-year-old son when he started on the radio. By the time he got to Philly, he was 9 years old. He was doing dances. He was doing all the shit, 923, all the kids shit. Wild skating ring, Elmwood skating ring, you name it. A kids party, any of that shit. When my son had his birthday parties when he was 14 and 15, Freeway and Beanie Siegel and them niggas was performing at my son party. You want to ask me why this nigga was hating? Oh, the hate is real. So it's a lot of reasons to hate. You know what I'm saying? But I just gave you like really not even 1/100th of the reasons why these niggas hate. But I can't tell you all of why they hate and why they do what they do. I can tell you what I do and what I intend to do for my city, whether I'm there or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got intentions on coming to the city this summer to implement a program to help some people out, to put some shit in my city. This nigga been eating off the city forever. Has he ever given back? Somebody tell me what the fuck have Cosmic Kev ever did for the station? I mean, for the city. What? For who? Anybody. Anywhere. The nigga ever gave a scholarship dollar to anybody? What the fuck he ever did for anybody? You ever fucking went to a candlelight vigil to help a nigga? Anything. Did he ever hug somebody's mom? Did he ever do anything for anybody in the community for real? This nigga don't come out in the community. Like, that shit is real. So, all right, I can talk about him. I could really just go with the whole station, but I'm not going to do that. That's legacy right there. You know what I'm saying? The station is the station. The people who run it, that's a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying? That's part of my legacy. And it's going to always be part of my legacy. I left that bitch number one. I could never do that. No, I would never go backwards. I'm making films and things now. So my life is very different, but I love y'all. And I'm going to be here on this live doing this shit. You understand? I can't be controlled and shit. I can't be corporately controlled. I fought the corporate machine for a long time. I sued Power 99 while I still work there. You probably don't know that shit. Like, I sued the motherfuckers while I worked there. And they could do nothing about it but be mad. Be mad. Yeah, I sued the motherfuckers and I stayed off the radio for like 3 months straight. Made them play nothing but the fucking best stuff. Because when you know your motherfucking worth, when you know your worth and you worth something, then you got to be able to use what you got to get every motherfucking thing you want. And that don't mean lay the fuck down. No, I got lawyers, baby. Yes, and I can sit here and say whatever the fuck I want to say on this bitch because it's fact. I'm not worried about a nigga coming back. Oh, they gonna try to sue you for defamation or anything. I'm not worried about any of that shit. I don't worry about that type of shit because whatever I say be fact. I can pull receipts. I can prove it. Whatever. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is. Shout outs to everybody that's on this joint. You know what I'm saying? You want to know if I can take this story to the Breakfast Club. Well, let me just tell you this. I ain't taking no motherfucking story to the Breakfast Club. Ain't the boy in the middle of his own shit right now? Ain't Charlemagne in I don't take my shit to nobody. You understand? These motherfuckers, at the end of the day, shout outs to whoever and everybody that's doing that shit. But I know that nigga is going through some shit right now about his own shit. Somebody, I don't even know who the man is, but somebody just the fuck out there that's putting all the NBA players and Charlemagne ass on blast right now. Taking that shit to no Breakfast Club. All right, you know what? You must don't want me to get off this shit. You don't, because you mentioned this shit that's just going to take me to the rest of this shit and some more of this shit because the shit is deep as in the ocean and deeper than you ever could imagine. The way motherfuckers just line up the hate. All right? Shout outs to Mary said, when she think of Power 99, she think of me. That's love right there. And a lot of people do. That's why they hate. I haven't been there in many years. And I thank y'all. That's the love. That's the impact. All of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the love and the impact because whatever I said and whatever I did and whenever y'all listen to me, y'all know my shit was authentic and it's real. And I'm still the same person. Might have been through a whole bunch of shit, but I'm still the same person. We all did. You know what I mean? Here it is. The shit about, let me see. The guy King Dave said, I swear DJ Cosmic Kev neglect his daughter casual. Oh, from West Philly. She lived on 61st and Kershaw. We used to play together as kids. I only seen him come past one time in his old school black car. Oh, wow. See, I don't, his daughter doing bad last time I seen her. That's sad. I don't know that. This is what King Dave said. I was just reading the comment. And he also was saying he was a fan. And he remembered me doing a story on a missing girl that they found dead. That was definitely Latoya Figueroa. That was a sad story, but you covered it. That was legendary. Thank you so much. The Latoya Figueroa story is definitely one of those stories that I'm going to put to film and everything like that. All of these things affect my life. Like it's so much more than just playing music. These are things that have affected my life and really affected the lives of everybody that listened and heard. No matter what, I said it then, that I will not allow Latoya Figueroa's memory to be forgotten. And it's evident that I've done my job because nobody can forget about Latoya Figueroa in Philadelphia, and that's fact. Shout out to my cousin who just popped up on here. Want to know what this freak Cosmic Kev do? Man, this nigga just talking shit. He has been hating on everybody forever. He ain't even say nothing. The boy Big Reed put it out there, you know what I mean, and said that this nigga he been hating on everybody. And Big Reed said that nigga had something to do with me fucking getting gone from Pi 99. So I'm like, what? What the fuck? So I can't say that part of his fact because that's just what he's saying. But I ran down some shit. This nigga been hating since day one when I got there. Yeah, if he had anything to do with the shit, it would have benefited him a whole lot. Yeah, the benefit is there now. Don't he do the show? Would he do a show from like something to midnight or whatever? Yeah, like all of that. Like nigga getting whatever money he getting, whatever. Well, ain't nobody did no parties in the past year, so I know motherfucking well. Oh my God, I just thought about this shit. Yeah, this nigga ain't been DJing no parties in the past year and shit. He definitely ain't been able to get no money and shit like that. So you know he been charging niggas up, rappers in Philly and shit. Like straight charging niggas 5, 7, whatever, 10 stacks to play that fucking song 2 times. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? He just a whole fucking hater. He was hating on baby DJ. All that shit from day one. This nigga been a fucking whole hater. At the end of the day, like I said, when I was that last week when I was at Power 99, I did the party. We did this shit with DS, 8th Street. We was down there and everything. And DS told me. He fucking told me. It's not like the shit was a surprise to me. I already knew it. DS was like, gee, they talking. Like they talking and they talking about that they might fucking be getting rid of you. I'm like, what? They is all right, cool, good. I need to know that shit. I go home, I told my husband, all right, well, this is what they planning, so what we gonna do, and this is what we gonna do. All right. Let me look through these comments. I see a lot of people on here. All right. Shout outs to everybody that's on this joint. D Roach just joined in, said I'm laying in bed listening to you on YouTube like I used to listen to you on the radio when I was younger in middle school. Wow. My cousin said, didn't some nut stuff happen that night? Yes, it was some whole shit that night. All of a sudden, some nigga came out of nowhere, was talking about, yeah, I'm about to be doing your whole, like he didn't say it to me. He posted it on Facebook or some shit that he was about to be doing the parties and all this. Like the obvious thing was the word was circulated amongst those few. I guess the Kev and whoever the other little motherfuckers was. DS caught wind of it. The other nigga, they must have been telling him, well, you can get ready to start doing this party because this nigga started going on Facebook, posting up some shit. Next thing you know, I had to step to the nigga like, yo, what you posting this shit up here? Whatever, you know what I mean? And it came down to some shit. I had to actually call my cousins. I had to call my cousins down to the club to handle that shit. This real shit right here. Like I would never front to you. I'm not into violence or anything. I'm just being realistic. The shit was crazy that night. It was all because it was a bunch of hate shit going on. This nigga was trying to get me out the door. Bottom fucking line. The nigga was trying hard to get me out the fucking door. Like, that's it. So yeah. And it was like a double entendre. I'm gonna get Golden Girl out of here and I'm gonna fuck DS in the same time because I was doing DS parties and he knew that shit was going to really, cut in the nigga pocket. Like, we doing a live broadcast, we doing this, we doing that, we getting this money. Motherfucker, like, yeah. DS done already beat this nigga up a couple of years before. So this way is a way like to get the fuck, yeah, I'm getting everybody to fuck back all in one shot. Shout out to everybody that's on this line. Let me see here. Somebody said, all right, shout outs Free Reed, definitely. Baby DJ said that night was crazy. He ran from Broad Street to the 8th Street Lounge, coming down there. It was crazy. King Dave, see, I was a big fan. Thank you so much. Let me see. Mary said, I taught her how to be freaky. Nakia Dillon is on here. You did your thing on the station. Good job. Thank you, Nakia. And Nakia is an actor. Nakia in all types of movies and everything. Like he is he is an actor and he's trying to help me do some things too. So I appreciate all that love. But yeah, at the end of the day, like I said, yo, there's just a lot of hate. I'm gonna play this before I go for the people that came in late and didn't hear what the promoter said that kind of sparked, because I wouldn't even been talking about Kev or none of this shit. It ain't like all of this shit that I told y'all about in this joint is all facts. It ain't like I couldn't say this shit at any given time. I gained very much to little to nothing. All I want to do is tell you my naked truth, and fuck it, I'm talking about it now. I see somebody on here said, on the guy Big Reed's page, somebody made a comment named Dante S. King. They said their brother used to rap. He told him, unless you popping on a street nigga, Cosmic Kev not playing none of your shit. He ain't play Meek until he got popping. That is a fact. That is a fact. He told Uzi, you don't sound like Philly, but now Uzi is a platinum selling artist, which is all that is true right there. Like all that shit is true. All right. Don't spend your money. Don't waste your fucking money up there. If you got $5,000 or $7,500 or whatever this nigga charging now, invest that shit on yourself. Spend your own money, buy your own promo and shit. Pay motherfuckers other places to play your shit all around. Instead of getting 2 fucking spins from him, you know, spread that shit out. Spend the money all over the place. Get spins everywhere. Do your own shit. Stop fucking depending on that nigga. He not putting nobody on. I'm letting you niggas know right now. If he put somebody on, tell me who the fuck he put on. Maybe I don't know. I ain't been in Philly in a long time. He could have put on some niggas. But I would have fucking knew about it, right? When we'd have heard about the shit. I can tell you some niggas he blocked. He blocked a whole lot of niggas. A whole lot of deals. The nigga blocked because he wasn't getting a cut out this shit, or he was hating on a nigga, or hating on a manager, or hating on a rapper, hating on whoever the fuck was involved in this shit that he wasn't getting on there. Fuck this shit. I'm not playing this shit. I don't fuck with that nigga, or don't play his shit, or whatever the fuck he was telling all these different people that he was fucking people over. And I don't like that. You know I am. I'm definitely usually humble, so you know it had to be something. Let's go hear this shit right here, what Big Reed had to say.
You know, a couple niggas hit me up. Oh, Reed, you going in again, man. What's going on with you and Cosmic Kev? I said, ain't a motherfucking thing going on with me and Cosmic Kev.
Me either.
I said, I was just explaining to somebody else, you know, how the city is all fucked up and how the city used to be, and some of the culprits that helped fuck the city up. You know, lying on people, being jealous and hateful on people. And I said, had he never said the shit that he said about me to them outside promoters that I put him on, and they're going to tell them, oh, you don't need Reed to do the street work. I got somebody else. Had he never did that, I wouldn't have never thought twice about him. Because every time I dealt with that nigga, I was paying him. He never spent no money with me. So my thing be, you know, you just got to look at the city of Philadelphia. Some of us that may have just came off the step the last 5-10 years, you wouldn't understand. But those of us that's been around 20, 30 years ago, ask them how the party scene used to be. Ask them 10, 15 years ago who had the #1 show on Power 99. It wasn't the Fuck Him. It was the Hot Boys. It was fucking Uncle O, Pooch Man, and Mikey Dread. They had the hottest fucking show on the East Coast. And on the late night tip, they had Golden Girl. When that fucking clown was on the air, nobody listened to him unless he had the come up show. Facts. But when I came home and started flatfoot hustling during them fucking high school parties and all that, they never seen a motherfucker promote like I promoted. And I was doing it like a lone wolf. I was putting up so many fucking posters throughout the city. L&I and them didn't even want to fuck with me. They was like, man, when the party is over, Big Reed, just go around and take them down. Ask Bobby Dance. I had one of the biggest high school parties the city ever seen. Over 10,000 kids at that fucking Broad Street Y that couldn't get in. Ask Bert Lawson that was running that Broad Street Y. Ask Brother Akbar that had security out there. You know, it's a couple people their hands is all over the destruction of Philadelphia. That's still hanging around, lurking around, acting like they somebody's fucking savior. But they helped destroy Philadelphia. Philadelphia used to be hotter than Atlanta and Miami combined. Niggas was flying from all over the world to party in Philly. Factual. Nobody wasn't thinking about going to fuck the cornball ass, beachy talking, fucking hillbilly, pork rib eating niggas and greasy motherfuckers in Miami and Atlanta. They were still wearing jerry curls and fucking overalls. Everybody was coming to Philly. And I mean everybody. Ask Golden Girl. Ask Uncle O. Somebody track down Pooch Man. They know who got them out of them positions. Who was hating. Pooch Man and them had the boy Bootleggy. Remember him? Bootleggy. That was a funny fucking set. Golden Girl had the late night jailhouse call. Niggas was calling from jail on fucking hot phones. Talking to Golden Girl, bitches. Oh, I want my boyfriend on C Block to know that I'm waiting. Oh, that shit was all that. The city was popping. Man, it's just fucked up because, I think about Kwame Brown and how he just exposing and talking greasy about them fucking niggas in the NBA. And it just makes me think of how a beautiful money-getting city like Philly has deteriorated and damn near turned into a bunch of black hillbillies and cornballs. Y'all know I'm not lying. Y'all remember when Daryl Schuler knocked him the fuck out down at the club, down on 8th Street? When fucking Beans went up to the station and beat him the fuck up? Taking all them young rappers' money, these niggas hugging the block, selling more dope than the law allowed to try to get a record deal. He'd take their money, play their records 2 times, and then tell the people of New York, oh, no, man, don't fuck with them. They ain't no good. Man, get the fuck out of here. And that's the niggas y'all look up to? Every summer, Power 99, Peace in the Street. Listen to their playlist. All they talk about is murder and mayhem. I don't even know how they had the audacity to talk about peace in the streets. Listen to their playlist. But ain't nobody up at Power 99 fucking marching and protesting. Y'all just got to peep what's going on. The same people that claim they love you is the people that's trying to destroy you. You, your family, and everything about you. Y'all just have to be mindful. See, by the grace of God, I never needed these fucking faggots for nothing. And I'll starve first before I ask these niggas for anything. That's why I say the shit I say. Because they can't censor Big Reed. A lot of these niggas should have been passed away in the graveyard years ago. Oh, shit. Rotten motherfuckers. They fucked this city up, and they along with the agenda that's trying to kill damn near mostly all of us in Philadelphia. But y'all don't get it because y'all want to be liked and y'all want to be a part of something that clearly don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all just have to pay attention, yo. So when I say the shit I say, my shit can be substantiated. Somebody track down Golden Girl. Somebody track down Uncle O. They know that the mole up inside that radio station that got all of them kicked off the air and out of a job.
Oh, wait a minute. There's that part. That's how we ended up on this motherfucking live. The part where he said he got them kicked out of that station. That was the part that got this whole shit sparked on this joint right here tonight. Yeah. Fuck everything else. That part.
Really don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all just have to pay attention, yo. So when I say the shit I say, my shit can be substantiated. Somebody track down Golden Girl.
I'm here.
Somebody track down Uncle O. They know the mole up inside that radio station that got all of them kicked off the air and out of a job. Man, fuck that nigga. And with that said, truly, may the force be with y'all.
Wait, man, hold on. You did hear that shit, right? You heard what the fuck I heard, right? Right?
Golden girl, I'd like to go there. You heard me?
That's the part. Like, that's how the fuck we got here on this live tonight. Like, that part, all that shit that he was saying is total facts. Like, that shit that's going on in the city. This nigga got these niggas doing all types of shit. Not saying like he sending nobody out on the streets, but you know how niggas want it so bad. Niggas ain't got it yet. Niggas might got some PPP. Imagine how much fucking PPP money this nigga done got of other niggas' checks. He done got everybody fucking that never could get this money up. We ain't got they motherfucking PPP money. This nigga been getting, I'm sure he been getting PPP money all fucking year long. However the fuck long that shit been going on, I don't know that shit for a fact, but I do know this motherfucker been charging niggas up for years. I don't know about the PPP. That shit was just on some could be. But I deal in the naked truth, so I'm going to keep it all the way factual. You know what I'm saying? It's niggas that I know for a fact that done hit this nigga off and they went back on some nigga, I'm about to break your neck. You ain't play my shit. You ain't say what you said you was going to say. You ain't this, you ain't that. Yeah, a whole bunch of people. This been going on for years. Yeah, so, you know, niggas need to just, on that tip, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I ain't into no exposing nobody. Like, that shit ain't me. That ain't what I do, man. Fuck them niggas. On this type time, nigga telling me a motherfucker had something to do with my shit. Yeah, if I had his number, I'd fucking call him, but I don't have his fucking number. Like, I don't call these niggas. I would call that nigga. And be like, yo, motherfucker, matter of fact, let me see if I can, oh, no. I keep forgetting, like, it's early here. It's only 9:45 here, but it's fucking late here. The nigga been off. I'm tripping. Yeah, but I'm like, yeah, I call this nigga on the station. What? I don't call these motherfuckers not for nothing, but you know what? The ironic and funny part is this is where I know he has something to do with it. I already know he do, but you know how, like I said, if you can't put the whole fucking, I can't say, oh, I saw this piece of paper where this nigga signed off. I can't say that. But here's the thing. He was the only nigger at the old station. And at first I was like, damn, that's surprising because Kev never liked me. Not that we ever had an issue. We never had words. We never had an argument. We never said anything to each other wrong. It's just, you know, if somebody fucking like you or not. Why this nigga never liked me? Just cause bitch hot. She come in here and shit. Motherfucking everybody's golden girl, fucking son of DJ. This little nigga getting money. He getting all the club money, all the team money, all this shit. She getting all this money. This, that, and the third. She on the fucking morning show and on the fucking night show. And this bitch is syndicated. You name it. You want to know why these motherfuckers is hating? Oh, I can give you a long list of the shit. Yes, a very long list of the shit. But at the end of the fucking day, yeah, you can clearly see for what it is. This nigga called me when the fuck I left the station. He was the only person that called me. The motherfucker was like, Golden Girl, what's up? I was shocked because I had the nigga number, so it popped up. Cosmic Kev. Oh, damn, Kev calling. Like, this is shocking. Golden Girl, I just was calling, you know, I just wanted to check on you and let you know what I mean? And see, you know, if it was cool and, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I just, you know, whatever the fuck he said. I don't even know what the fuck he said because it was so fake. I don't even remember what this bitch said. He just said some shit. It was just like one of them calls, you know, yeah, you know, like, I just wanted to make sure, you know, I wanted to make sure you fucking was fired. Yeah, I wanted to make sure you was fired. I wanted to see if you was falling apart. Let me just check and see if this bitch falling apart. Like, no, nigga. No, nigga. I'm fucking here. Standing, thank God. Well, I'm sitting down right now, but I'm able to stand. Oh, yeah. Let's just talk. And so when these niggas, because I don't talk to nobody from over at the station, like, I'm in my own fucking little world and shit. I got this little small world. It revolves around me and my family. Everybody the fuck else is on the outside. You know what I'm saying? And my listeners and shit, when we together and all that shit, like, it's all y'all time. But when I'm by myself, it's my family time. You know what I mean? And that's it. So I ain't got time to break bread with no niggas. I would never sit down with none of these niggas outside of some shit. I had to sit down with them. I don't want to come to your crib. I'm not coming to no events you having. I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm not doing none of that. It's only one golden girl. I don't got time for none of this shit. None of these hating ass niggas. But did this nigga hate? Yes. Do I believe that he had something to do with me getting the fuck out of 99? Yes.
Golden girl, I'd like to go there. You heard me?
Yes, I do believe that shit. All right, so it is what it is. And so it's like, all right, well, so what? You believe this shit, now what? Now what? Nothing. Like, fuck it, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, I said that to say, oh, yeah, no, fuck it. Nah, I gotta address the nigga. You know what I'm saying? This shit is on live. Like, shout outs to Tressa Ayala. Love to you too. Shout outs to Shatia Carter. What's up? Shout outs to Tony Smith. All right, on there. My cousin said that shit sounds suspect to me. It is suspect. You know the nigga gonna call me and shit after I'm out the station and shit. I just wanted to check and see, you know, how you was doing. You know, you cool, G, and all that. What the fuck Kev called me for? Now it all makes sense, don't it? This nigga, I'm about to call DS. Like, DS, I got a question for this one fucking question. I never asked you this shit. I'm gonna say the question for him, y'all. Then I'm gonna put it back up here. Tomorrow I'm gonna come back on this joint. It's on. It's on. Like I'm gonna start out. I'm fuck it. I might as well just go ahead and run through the whole shit. All these hating motherfuckers. Cause the shit, all of them got long lists of hating shit that they did for sure. And I used to just laugh at this shit. Like, yo, look at this. Can you believe this shit? Let's just start with the whole fucking come up show. The whole fucking come up show. Like that shit, the name of the come up show, all that shit. Like that nigga, he was a hater. Matter of fact, that nigga got Wongus fired. If I had to think about all that shit, like he got Wongus fired from the door. So he could be the fuck up on there with QDZ on the come up show. Wongus came up with the name for the fucking show and the whole show and the concept and the motherfucking rappers and all that shit that was coming on that bitch initially when the come up show first started. That was fucking Wongus. Yes, the fuck it was. It was Wongus and QDZ and Kev was the DJ, but now he the whole fucking come up show, right? Get rid of fucking Wongus. Now, you know what I'm saying? QDZ went his way. Yeah, he the whole fucking come up show. Oh, I got stories to tell, but you know, I'm gonna let y'all go right now. And I'm gonna come back tomorrow and do this shit again. Yes, I am. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna bring some I'm gonna bring some receipts. That 41 share that I was telling y'all about, like the highest fucking ratings that 99 ever got or ever will get. They'll never get that high rating again. Ever. Whatever station I went to, I got the highest ratings that they've ever got. And they never got those ratings again. And that's real fact. And I got all of my proof. And that's why I don't have to like sell myself cheap or short or anything like that, because I know where my talent stands. And so at the end of the day, yeah, I'm on film making right now. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is worried about what the fuck I'm doing. I'm going to put it up there. I'm going to show you this nigga been in my live and everything. Cosmic Kev, he been coming in my lives. He been coming on my stories. What? Niggas still watching what the fuck I'm doing, and I ain't been there how many years? You still worrying about what the fuck Golden Girl doing. You know why he worried about what I'm doing? Because that nigga got me fired. That's the fuck why. That's why he's worried about it. And I'm about to go ahead and post that shit up. Nigga be all up in my joint. And I'm wondering, why the fuck is he in my shit? Why? What is Kev in my shit for? But you know how like a guilty fucking conscience? That's all the fuck it is a guilty fucking conscience. And it is what it is. I'm going to get ready to get up off here. Whatever you do, always remember to B-I-G, believe in God. He believes in you. He makes all things possible too. And yes, I'm going to do this shit again tomorrow. You know, I would be doing this shit on the gram, but they ain't letting it happen. Like, they fucking not letting that shit happen. That's just because they can report my shit right away. You know what I'm saying? Had the niggas on my top right away, all of that. So, you know, the shit ain't been working. I went on there 4 times today. And yes, like, it don't even matter. I wasn't even talking about Kevin them yesterday. But whatever celebrity shit I'm talking about, they know this shit is real. I was talking major shit, real rap, playing all types of interviews, exclusive shit, everything, all week long, all last week. Motherfuckers is hating so bad that I got to bring this shit to YouTube and just stick it on this joint because they won't let this shit happen. But you know, it's gonna happen now. They talking right now. Oh my God, she on there talking about you, Kev. Oh shit. Like, why? What can we do? What can we do? Well, let me see. Can we fire her? Fuck can you do, man? Fuck out of here.
Golden girl, you listen now. Golden girl, Texas celebrity. I'm feeling ready on legend. Go Hollywood, baby. Got it locked down. Golden girl, secret cities of Sunday. Go Marley Empire. The Black Barbie babe, listening to the Black Barbie babe,
Yes, always remember the BIG. Believe in God. He believes in you. He makes all things possible too. I will see you on this joint tomorrow. I'm gonna start it off on the Instagram live at 7 p.m. and then we're gonna flip this joint over to the YouTube. But meet me tomorrow. Right there, 7 o'clock. Get in where you fit in. And boy, whatever else I see on the joint at night and all that shit, I'm coming with it. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to post up some shit and show you these niggas just be in my shit. All of them. Checking. Fuck you checking on me for? Like, yo, do y'all. I'm over here doing me in Hollywood and not thinking about you motherfuckers. But y'all can't stop thinking about me. And I do understand it because you see, it's only one golden girl. Yeah. So they can't stop. Like, it's just... can't stop.
Golden girl, I'd like to go there. You heard me?